I show you how to use this measuring tool for turn it into as a tumble stick. And now I want to show you the second function of this tool is to check the thickness of the bottom. So let me remove the O-ring. Slide it off. Okay, put the O-ring aside, and then using the 3 pieces. If you have the 3 pieces, it's easier. If you don't, you can use 2 pieces. And also here is the set of 2 of the 3 bowls that I will show you in my previous video. Let me put this aside and show you how this tool is working. This one is horizontal, and you put it right across the rim of the bowl, and then put it right here, and another one on the outside. So there's a reading there, and for the one on the inside is around 86, and the one on the outside is around 100. Okay, so 186. So I got the exact thickness of the base is 14 millimeters. Okay, 14 millimeters. So that is how this tool is working. And you know exactly how thick the bottom is, so you could reserve whatever the thickness you want. In my case, I usually leave the base around 4 millimeters. So meaning that I could trim down 10 millimeters. Okay, 10 millimeters. Okay, so let's start to trim the first one, and then I'm going to use the first one. The rim that I told you that the rim is the same width and the same depth. So if you want to make a set, measure the depth and the width, so you will have a set. And slightly a little bit uneven the height on the height, and you can just remove more clay from here. Okay, remove more clay from here, and that's how I will show you how I do. First, let me brush some water on the rim. And if you don't know how to tap center your piece, this bed, my translucent bed, can do the job a little bit easier. I guess the gap, okay, the little guideline here is closer, so you can see that if the line is following and the line is closer to whatever the circle. And let's check it. Okay, it's pretty much good. Slightly off, and I can see that this side is slightly off, and I can okay, so that's how I judge by looking the gap of the rim. But of course, your ball has to be throwing very, very good without being wobble or being deformed. It has to be a perfect circle. Otherwise, it's very hard to find the center. You can just use water, and by using this method, you can stick your ball on the bed without adding any holding clay here. Right, before I go further, I like to see if that is the right thickness. So bring back my measuring tool and check it, and now it is about 7, so meaning I have 3 more to go. Right, so it's 10. I will stop right here. And if you are good at it, but just by hearing the sound when you knock it, okay, So that is the sound you might want to remember. So next time, you don't need to depending on the measuring tool, and by just knocking, and you know when to stop. Right, bring back my second one, and you can see that there's a slightly higher for the second one. So when I'm trimming, I can cut down the foot ring slightly so they will be the same height. So let me put this aside and then trim the second one. Well, the first one I was using my square loop tool, and now the second one I am going to use this 7 shape. So let me bring the ball that I trimmed and put it on top of it, and to see how much more I could trim the foot ring. All right. All right, so that's pretty good. The same size. Right, as you can see that I do my final trimming using the regular stainless steel tool because the corner is much nicer, so you can take care of the inner part much easier, and also the outer part here much easier. So that's why usually I have my rectangle, or we call number 2 trimming tools, either 420 stainless or 301 stainless tool, or even the carbide tool that has a nice 90 degrees, so that I can take care of the corner a little bit better. And also for the stainless tool, you can, when you trim, actually there's also, it's like a burnish effect. You can use that tool to slightly burnish the surface, so the surface will be much smoother compared with the tungsten carbide tools. Before I do my final, and I like to check to see if this is a right size. And let's check to see if that they are the same height. Okay, very close to the same height. So see that I have a set of 2 bowls that are very similar to the shape and also the size. And I can keep on trimming my third one. So I will show you the result for the whole set of 3 bowls. Right, so that is the fitting. Try to get the same diameter of the foot rings. So this is the finished 3 bowls, noodle bowls, using the tumble stick to measure the depth and the width. And then after that, when I'm trimming, using this to check the thickness of the bottom, and they are the same height and the same foot. So that is the way that I'm making a set of repeat things, a set of bowls, set of mugs. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you next time.